What's good? What's good? It's the one, the only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So your boy is back, man. I know I've been gone for a while. You guys gotta bear with me here, okay? Check this out. It's my birthday, man. I went to I took a trip to Haiti, to Jamaica. Like, you know, bro, that's what life is about, man. You know, learning, understanding your roots, identify, you know, getting to know your culture better and the impact that your culture has had on this world, man. So I've been traveling, but I am now back, man. I don't want to get on this. So as you guys can see, let's get right into it. As you guys can see, Michael Benson posted with Gervonta Davis Gervonta Davis responded to a tweet saying, "Stop making excuses. You look goofy. I don't care what his excuse is. He got stopped regardless." Basically talking about Tank Davis sparring Devin Haney, and Tank's responded by saying, "MF can't stop someone with 8 ounces. You think he can stop someone with 14 or 16? So, you know, that was just a briefly going over what Tank Davis had to say. And I wanted to go ahead and talk about it for a minute because first and foremost, man, listen, all right. It's been a lot going on this whole sparring session with Devin Haney and Tank Davis. Obviously, these two have history going back. Actually, to be honest, you know what's crazy is Tank Davis has history with all these young up and coming fighters, and you know each and every one of them seem to have their own little you know version of what happened in each sparring session. If you guys don't know, Tank has history with Devin Haney. Obviously, that's the infamous sparring session that we all talk about. He has history with Shakur Stevenson. Actually, Tank Davis brought Shakur Stevenson in his training camp. I want to say, it was earlier in his career. Shakur was in Tank Davis training camp or whatnot. Then you also have Tank Davis and Teofimo Lopez. Their sparring session is actually still on YouTube. You can look it up. Just a brief, you know, not nothing. You don't see much that, you know, it's nothing to take away from, but it's still up there or whatnot, you know. Tank Davis and Frank Martin have history. Like Tank Davis has been in there with all these guys and whatnot, and you know each and every one of them seem to have their own version of what happened. Now here's the thing about this sparring session. Do I believe that Devin Haney stopped Tank Davis? Not in the way that it's being portrayed. All right. Now the key word in this situation is the word stopped. Now, meaning that obviously when you think of somebody being stopped, you think of somebody getting beaten, you know, they taking a knee and constantly getting beat. I don't necessarily believe that Tank Davis was stopped in that fashion, if indeed it was a halt to their sparring session. But what I do believe, because what I heard in the from different sources, is that during the session with Tank Davis and Devin Haney, they say that Tank was, you know, he was out of shape. Devin Haney was in shape, and what ended up happening was the first few rounds or moments during their sparring session, Tank Davis, you know, it was good work for both of them. You know, I'm not gonna say, well, according to Broner, Tank landed a shot on Devin Haney that could have possibly, you know, stopped him, but then according to Bill Haney, that's not true. So who knows? I don't know. You know, obviously Broner was there for Tank Davis, and Bill Haney's gonna ride with his son, Devin Haney. So who knows if that's true or whatnot. But regardless, they said it was a lot of good work. It was a lot of back and forth work. But then what ended up happening, they said that Tank Davis actually was out of shape. He was tired. They say he just got off the plane or whatnot. No, I'm not making excuses up or anything. This is just what they said. And basically, you know, he was tired or whatnot, and Devin Haney ultimately got the better of him. Now, when the guy, whoever that was that tweeted that, when he said he stopped him, he could have possibly, I'm gonna go off of my knowledge, because Tank has a chin. We've never seen Tank hurt or anything like that. And Devin Haney is not one that's really known for his power. So I would say if he stopped him, I think he meant more so like, I think Tank Davis basically just stopped like sparring, like quit, you know, regardless, like because maybe he was out of shape or anything. I don't think he stopped him because he was like beaten or hurt or anything like that, and couldn't continue due to the physicality that or the pressure that Devin Haney was putting on Tank Davis. I don't think it was that matter. But regardless, bro, I mean, who cares, man? Listen, both fighters have been going back and forth, and I definitely feel like this is the fight that I really want. I really want Tank Davis against Devin Haney. I mean, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say, I mean, as you guys know, and I always say this, you should, by this time, if you follow my channel, you should already know what I'm about to say. Tank Davis is my favorite fighter at 135. But I do blame him and Mayweather for the fight with Devin Haney not happening. You know, I'm gonna tell you something. I was watching the podcast with Paulie Malignaggi and Tim Bradley and Chris Algieri, and Paulie Malignaggi actually said something that makes so much sense, man. Where Tank has the style that would have fighters avoid him if he wasn't the cash cow at 135. But the thing is, Tank is the cash cow, so he actually has the fighters all these fighters that actually would love to step in the ring too with him, because it's, you know, he's the man at 135. Regardless, yes, though, you know, Devin Haney he had all the belts at 135. Tank Davis is the man at 135. He's the one that sells the most tickets, the biggest star at 135. You have to give Tank Davis credit for that. But the thing about it is, Tank Davis, or should I say the money team, they're not really doing anything to help Tank Davis help his legacy by, you know, and I've stated this before, they're picking and choosing certain fights for Tank Davis to be a part of, rather as opposed to these legacy fights with like Tank versus Devin Haney. That's a legacy fight, right? Tank versus Teofimo at one point, Tank versus Shakur, Tank versus Vasily Lomachenko. You know, these are big legacy fights for Tank Davis. But instead, Floyd Mayweather wants Tank Davis to go the Money Mayweather persona and fight, you know, Isaac Cruz and who else? Isaac. I mean, Ryan Garcia was. That's understandable. You know, I'm not gonna knock that. That was a good choice, Ryan Garcia. But the Isaac Cruz, the Rolly Ramiros, I don't even remember. Mario Barrios, who, you know, later came out and said that he was. They had weight stipulations on his fights. You know, so you know, my thing is, man. I said that to say I really wish that, you know, Mayweather, you know, they would go ahead and make these big fights happen, because Tank is in a position where he can pick and choose whatever fight he wants. Now, the thing that, you know, obviously you hear them go back and forth. Tank says that he whooped on Devin Haney. Devin Haney says that he whooped on Tank Davis. But here's my whole thing about, as far as like the situation, I kind of wonder how true it is of Tank beating on Devin Haney, because I feel like, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, there's two ways you can look at this, and I'm gonna break both of them down. But I feel like if Tank was to actually beat on Devin Haney during the sparring session, I feel like Floyd Mayweather would have made that fight happen once Devin Haney became undisputed. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I feel like Floyd would have been in a rush to make that fight happen. Now, one can say the other side of that coin could be that, yes, Devin Haney is not a big star, and Floyd is only interested in putting Tank Davis against other big stars. You know, one could say that, which is why the fight hasn't been made. But then again, that would go to what I have to say about Floyd not really doing justice for Tank Davis' like career as far as his legacy goes. But I don't know, man. You know, it's just two ways you can look at that, man. But I just personally, I kind of feel like if Tank were to get the better of Devin Haney, I kind of just feel like Floyd would have been more so on the. I think Floyd would have been eager to put Tank in the ring with Devin Haney, you know. But whatever. Who knows, man? Obviously, and then also I'm gonna tell you something, and this is something that people don't realize, bro. Sparring doesn't really tell the whole story. All right, like a lot of people look at somebody that might get beat in sparring, but don't really understand like the dynamics that come with sparring. And I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, right, my game plan is to land a jab to the body, the jab up top, and follow it with a left hand, right? Because I'm a southpaw, right? That's my game plan. So during the sparring session, while this other person is able to, work like do whatever he wants, because his whole job, his style is implementing the fighter that I'm about to face. My job is only to land this certain combination. So I'm trying to figure out how to land this combination on this guy while he's just, doing whatever he wants. So yeah, it'll look like, he got the better of me when I'm in there for a specific combination. So, it's just that sparring doesn't tell everything. That's just my whole point in saying that, is to say that sparring doesn't tell everything. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?